Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody having a good day thus far. It is Friday, feeling good today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. If at the end of this video you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. But now, let's talk about what we're going to do in this video. I bet you can tell from the title and thumbnail what we have planned, but guess what? I want to talk about what I have planned for this space right here. The other day I made a video and I was talking about the plans that I had coming to the fish room, and sometimes it's hard to just keep these things in. So I got to share this with you guys, and we're not going to wait much longer. We're going to talk about it right now. I have a little mock-up right here situated on the floor, and it's basically going to let you know what we have planned for right here. So let's take a look, and then we'll talk about what we got going on. All right, check this out. Check it out. We are looking at lava rock and basically these trees. This was a tree. I cut this tree down when we first moved into this place. So of course I gotta tie some rocks to it until it get waterlogged, but yeah. So have you been able to guess what it is? I'm pretty sure you all know by now. So we're gonna do a pond right here. Just gonna do a little pool pond right here and scape it like I would an aquarium. Exact same deal. So it's really good that I have these, I had the tree to cut down when I moved in because all these pieces right here are coming in handy. I have two pieces right here, and then I have like 3 or 4 more that I have that I'm going to put into the pond when I build the one outside. But yeah, that's it. And some of you might recall when I built this months ago and I said I was going to put it in my plywood build. We're still going to be building some plywood tanks, but I'm not waiting, like I told you. So yeah, so I took a hit, so there's no way I could just go and buy everything necessary to start like a big plywood build. You know, like I said, I want to do like 1,800 gallons, something along those lines. So it's going to take some time. But the pool pond is a lot easier on the pockets, and something that you all could even do yourself. I mean, I know you've been seeing them, you know, seeing everybody online doing them. So it's time for the fish corner, throw one up into the fish room. But we will be doing, I'm thinking when I do the plywood, I'm basically, let's turn you a little bit. All right, when I do the plywood, I think I want to put it against this wall. As you know, this is the 225-gallon saltwater aquarium right here. So I like this wall. So basically what I'll do is, this is about, I would say it's like 12, 13 feet. I don't have my tape measure in here, but I would say it's probably like 12, 13 feet from here to here. So I could basically make this a sump, the 225, or move it, whatever I decide to do. But nonetheless, I can make the plywood tank against this wall for the saltwater. Bam. And then we have this 240 right here still. And, you know, I got other ideas for that as well. I've been walking around the property and, you know, there's a lot of potential, but it all costs. So, you know, it'd have to come, you know, maybe when the channel's doing a lot better, you know, maybe I can start doing some of those things. But, you know, I got some really good ideas that I could put into action. But, yeah, you know, like I said, this stuff costs, so I could only do what I can as I can. And as you know, I love this hobby so much that I'm gonna constantly keep doing more and more for my pets. So let's talk about who's going in here. So we have this 240-gallon right here. I wanna put everybody in there. Aside from the fish that are kind of getting picked on in here that I see that's less aggressive than those guys, because the dovii is going to go in here and the dovii is going to explode in size because it will now have a much larger space. The buddy is going to go in there. I'm basically going to put everybody from this aquarium in there. I will keep the golden Jack Dempsey and move that with another fish. Or actually, I'll probably keep the golden Jack Dempsey in here. So when I move the other fish into this 240, you know, he got tank mates and he's already established. So any fish that I can't put in here, I'll just leave in here. So I don't know which ones I will leave in here yet, aside from the golden Jack. I kind of might want to fill it out and see who could actually potentially be in here. You know, they all would love this space, but I know I got a couple of jumpers in there, like the African Pike's the jumper, the red-tailed Brycon's the jumper. but they might not be jumpy with this much space, as well as the way that I plan on setting it up. I'm not gonna have to worry about, fish jumping out. Because, we also gonna put the peacock bass in there, hopefully. The arowana is gonna go in there. We got some fish that's gonna, the pikes, you know what I mean? So we got some fish that's gonna go in there. And that's gonna free up the 240, which then is gonna allow me to move all the fish from the other two 125s into the 240, which leaves those two 125s completely open. And I could even move the fish from the 150 into the 240. I could move them all in there. So that'll free up the two 125s and the 150. And then we could finally make that 150 back salt, do reef, whatever the case may be. We got a lot of plans. Are you excited yet? Is it something that you can see yourself looking forward to seeing? Then hit that subscribe button. So let's go ahead and look at this again. Okay, good. Top of the morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a good night last night. Saturday morning, feeling good. It was 24 hours because the batteries ran out on my mic and I didn't get any until just right now. So we're catching up. But guess what? I went to the pet store and I got some more fish. I didn't make a video on it. Sometimes, I'm a real fish keeper, y'all. Like, I do these videos, but I'm a real fish keeper, So sometimes I have to just get back into the hobby, just me and the hobby, going out and doing things that I enjoy and sometimes not recording it. I don't want this to feel like a job because once it does, my heart will no longer be in it. So it's still fun. I like to do things on camera and off the camera, as you could tell. But anyway, let's talk about what we just got. And then I also want to ask you a question about the setup. So let's talk about the setup first before I show you the fish. So I cut this tree down. It was a grapefruit tree. I cut the tree down like 3 months, maybe 3.5 months ago, something like that. It's dry. I know it's gonna float, so I plan on tying some rock to it. Let me show you. So my question, YouTube, is can I use this wood? So I don't believe there's sap that leaches out. I know it takes years to fully dry out. Bogwood is the best. I know it's certain ways that you gotta let nature run its course to make the woods aquarium safe naturally. But I just want to know if any of you know whether or not this wood would be an issue. Like I said, it came from a grapefruit tree. It's completely dry. Look at this. It's completely dry, but it's not dry to the point to where it's it's just months instead of years old. If this was years old, I wouldn't even be concerned, but it's months. So I think it should be good. I really do. If it had sap coming through, anything like that, it's, like I said, it's dry. It feels really good. So if you know, please let me know. And if you don't know, then, we'll find out together. But if I don't hear anything different, this wood right here will be the wood that goes into this pool pond. As you can see, I was trying to strip it, but then, I don't think I have to. I don't want this wood to break down in the water. That's the thing. I don't want any oils or saps or anything leaching out. So, so that's the question. Could you guys help me out? Really appreciate it if you could. Moving on over to the new fish that we got. Check it out. Yeah. We got a couple clowns right here. These right here are just the typical oscillaris. We have the hippo tang back there. And then we have a one spot fox face rabbitfish. Beautiful, beautiful. So as you could tell, some of you might notice that this was the 20-gallon where the Jack Dempsey was, the electric blue Jack Dempsey was. So clearly a lot had to happen to hurry up and get that guy up out of here yesterday and get these guys in place. The beauty of having this trash can sump right here, I was able to pull out all of this rock right here, all of these bio blocks right here, and then I also had this sponge right here, the sponge filter sitting in there. So I took about 8 gallons of new salt water, and then I took about 10 gallons from that 225, and then just added in the media, the rock, the sponge. And as you can tell, everybody is doing good. Instantly cycled this aquarium and made it compatible for fish. So when I bought these fish, I bought them knowing that they had ick. I've done this before. I want to tell you, when you do buy a fish that has ick, you understand that when you first get it home, you have to not only make sure it's quarantined, but you want to medicate right away. Right away. It's a total different procedure than if you get a fish that looks healthy, appears healthy, then you just want to kind of like, it's a preventative measure. You know what I mean? So it's totally different. I remember Titus, I bought him, he had ick very bad. I wanted him, still got him, treated him, he was fine. I did the same thing with the server. I've done that plenty of times. So if you see a fish with ick, if it's not very bad, like in the later stages where it's riddled with ick and it's laying on its side, labored breathing, things like that, I wouldn't buy one like that. But if you have a fish that has ick, that's swimming around, things like that, it's just like if you get ick in your aquarium. You don't always lose every fish that gets ick. So it's the same situation. If you really want it, get that fish, treat it, make sure you do it properly and accordingly, and you'll be okay. So unfortunately, the fish that was at the store, I'm not going to say any aquariums or anything, I'm not going to say any names, but the fish that were at the store wasn't really in the best of health. But again, I wanted these fish and I know how to deal with it. So I'm sure that I'll be okay. And I want to set these guys up with another filter, obviously, because right now they just have the sponge filter. But this guy has a sponge filter, and so does that one. So they can make it with just a sponge filter thus far. So I've already treated this tank with some copper safe. I will continue that treatment for the next few days. If you're new here, you don't know. But I had a Severum, it was riddled with ick. And it was in this 54-gallon right here. But I treated it with copper safe for like 4 days in a row. And it's good. Now he's over there in a 60-gallon. The one fish that I had that had ick that was the worst out of any fish that I ever had was a gem tang. Right? A $350 fish. Matter of fact, I paid $375 for that one. Gem tang. So it had ick for a long time. I mean, I think that fish had ick for probably about a month. It was bad. I mean, the whole tank just exploded in ick. But Copper Safe got me through to the other side. I didn't lose anybody. Matter of fact, correction, I lost one fish. And when I say the whole tank was full of ick and it was really, really bad, it was terrible, terrible. You know, it takes some experience to deal with situations like that. I would hope that you would never have to deal with an experience like that. But I would tell you this, just remain calm. As you know, with any kind of situation that could potentially come off as a crisis, and just keep treating your fish. Keep treating them. Make sure that following the instructions. That's one of the main things. You know, sometimes we get caught up in listening to other people. You know I'm saying listen to me, but I'm telling you to follow the instructions. You know, follow the instructions. You know, don't listen so much to the outside voice, because what I do is I follow the instructions. And then as I gain more experience, I try to tweak it a little bit. You know, if it says, you know, medicate every other day and it's not going, and if it's not going away and it's taking a long time, I might do it every day for a few days. I might do it 4 days in a row. You know what I mean? Instead of it being every other day. So, or I might do it 3 days in a row. But I will gradually just tweak it just a little bit to where it will not create such a change that you have a casualty. Because these little tweaks, it comes with experience. It don't just be tweaking things and saying, oh, I'm gonna just eyeballs. Don't do that. Do not do that, because you don't know. It's a reason why they have those instructions on there. So follow those instructions, and good luck to you. So anyway, we got these new fish. I'm so glad I was able to show these guys to you. So yeah, we got these new guys, and I am so happy I am able to show these guys to you. So we have a 75-gallon in the house that I will 100% turn into a saltwater. The angelfish will be coming to the fish room. And then I plan on setting up a 125-gallon reef tank. I can't wait. Can't wait to show you guys that. So big things coming. Make sure you are staying tuned. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that notification bell hit. And please, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, like the video, share the video. It really helps the channel. All right, YouTube, that's all I have for you. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, chilling with me. It is Saturday. The 4th is in a couple of days. What do you guys have planned for the 4th? Barbecuing? I know I'm about to get my grub on. I can't wait. Still not a barbecue. I'm gonna learn. When I learn, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you how I'm getting down. But I still don't know how to barbecue. I tried. I messed it up. Got to get a better grill. I want to get, it's like I want to learn how to smoke. That's what I really want to do. I have like the little small grill. You've probably seen it in some of the videos. It's sitting right outside the garage door. It don't work. It works for like hamburgers, hot dogs. That's not what I want to make. I want to do ribs. I want to do tri-tip. I want to do chicken. I want to do steaks. The good stuff. The good stuff. So for that, I need a bigger grill, smoker, something like that. And, grilling on the fish corner. You know what I mean? So we do everything over here. But anyway, I really do appreciate you guys for stopping by and kicking it with me. I hope I catch you guys in the next one. And till next time, peace.